So welcome everyone into the third space today, whether you're joining us here in person or whether you're joining us in the virtual space, and whether you're rushing, we're just starting. So you're welcome to just come and sit and enjoy, breathe. And whether you're joining us on YouTube later, it's really wonderful that you can be here, and I honor your presence and I see you and acknowledge you. And I acknowledge the way in which you are honoring yourself by setting aside this time. Today, I felt prompted. Some of you would have received a text message from me with a picture of autumn leaves that had turned colour. And as I was thinking about the meditation today, I was thinking about the transition time to in between the seasons, and how significant and important the hang on a sec. Just hang on one sec. So I was just thinking about the transition periods between seasons, and was thinking about how the transitions in life are just as important as the main game, if you like, and autumn and spring, being transitions between winter and summer, are just as important. So I started thinking about the spaces between, and was thinking about today during the meditation, I'm going to have a little focus or just draw our attention to the spaces between our breath, the space between sounds, and the space between thoughts, and whatever else comes to my mind at the time. So I'm just going to have that little focus and just remember that those spaces between are just as important and significant to be mindful of as whatever we might think is the main game. So getting into a comfortable position, nice and symmetrical. Some of you have your heart rates are elevated. You've come into this in a bit of a whirlwind, in a bit of a rush. And so it's just take pause for a minute, getting comfortable and just noticing where our body's at. Noticing our nervous systems. Noticing our thoughts, which are contained within our mind, which is contained within our brain, which is the very top of the nervous system. We can notice what's happening. And let's begin to draw the air in through our nose, down our throats, deep into our bellies. And let's just notice the breath in between the ins and outs, or at least notice our bodies. So when we take a breath in and then we pause, let's just observe the pause. And as we breathe out, we notice the pause. And if possible, we extend the pause at both the top and bottom of the breath. So you might be breathing in for 3, pausing for 3 or 4, breathing out for 3, and then pausing for 3 or 4. So just extending the pause and observing the transitions between the breath in and out. Let's just do that for a moment. Just noticing how we are responding to the pause, to the transition, and just noticing what's happening within our bodies, within our soma. Being gentle in our self-talk or in our self-instruction at this time, just gently observing and noticing. On the next breath in, we're going to exhale and turn our chin towards our right shoulder. Gazing over the shoulder, whether the eyes are open or closed, really feeling the stretch in the back of the eye. Continuing to breathe in our own rhythm. Continuing to extend the pause between breaths. Taking a deep breath in, and when we exhale, gently and slowly moving back through center all the way across to the chin towards the left shoulder, looking over the shoulder. Really gazing over the shoulder with the eyes and noticing any sensations that might be felt in the back of the eyes. Perhaps noticing any sensations, very slight ones that might be felt down the back of the arms, through to the fingers. Perhaps there's a sensation down in the belly. Just observing as we gaze over the shoulder. Taking a deep breath in, and as we exhale, gently coming back to center. On this day of recording, it's quite a cool day, so we're going to take a moment to rub our hands together. Really feeling the sensation of the fingers on the fingers, the palms on the palms. Noticing skin on skin. This movement keeps us very present, keeps us here in this moment, keeps our mind paying attention. When you're ready, you can gently lift the palms of your hands up over your eye sockets. Just feeling the energy in your hands, feeling the skin on your face. Slowly and gently lowering the hands down over the cheekbones, down the jawbone to the chin, cupping our faces, with the fingertips gently massaging the jaw, the hinge of the jaw underneath our earlobes. Using as much pressure as you feel inclined to. Remembering to feel the air flowing in through your nose at the same time. Taking a deep breath in, and when we exhale, allowing our fingers to run down our jaw, down the front of our throat, coming to rest on the top of our chest. I'm going to pause here for a moment and take a few deep breaths, noticing the rise and fall of our chest, and sitting in the top and bottom of the breath with the pause. On the next exhalation, gently lowering the hands either to the bottom of the lungs, the belly, or back onto your knees or armrests of your chair, wherever you are, just coming into a restful posture. Continuing to notice the transition moments between the breath in and the breath out. Becoming aware now of any thoughts that are drifting across our mind and our awareness. And just noticing the space between the thoughts. So imagining a thought drifting across the mind, and then just observing just the quietness in the mind or the gentle pause between thoughts. And if possible, just allowing that quietness or that pause in thinking to just be extended. Whenever we find ourselves thinking a thought, just allowing that thought to go on its way. No need to engage with it today. Acknowledging its presence, but just allowing it to drift past. Space between. Beginning now to notice the sounds of our environment. And just like we just notice the thoughts and don't necessarily engage with them, let's notice both the sounds and the quietness between the sounds. Just allowing our ears to do what they were made to do, to hear, not necessarily think about what we're hearing. Just hearing the wonderful life around us. Perhaps we even notice the sound of our own breath. Observing the sounds of the pause or the silence of the pause. Allowing that sense of peace to wash over us. As we continue our own natural rhythm of breathing, we're going to gently and slowly begin to notice the flow of gravity over our bodies. Noticing where our bodies are pushing against that flow. And just yielding to it. Allowing our bodies to just pause and rest under the gentle but strong hold of gravity. So starting from the top of our heads, noticing our forehead, all the muscles in our face. Are we pressing up? And with each exhalation, we just release. We release the skin over our forehead, all the micro muscles around our eyes and nose and mouth. Just release those muscles and allow them to rest and just be held by gravity, not pushing against it. As we exhale, we allow our jaw and our chin and mouth to drop down, just coming into that restful posture. Perhaps our lower teeth are separated from our upper teeth. And gravity is just drawing all those jawbones down into a restful posture. Perhaps we notice the back of our head and neck, just feeling what that feels like. And imagining gravity flowing down over the back of our head, behind our ears, and our ears just being gently drawn towards the earth. With each breath out, just letting go. Allowing the shoulders to be drawn down towards the earth. Really sitting in the stillness at the bottom of the breath. In this moment, your body is safe. Safe to rest. Safe to sit in the pause, in the transition time. Noticing the way when we breathe in, our chest rises up. And we pause at the top of the breath and we exhale and we notice and we yield to gravity, drawing our chests and our lungs down towards the earth. And we sit in the bottom of the breath, that beautiful pause. Those seconds of rest. The moments of peacefulness. And now we allow that sense of gravity drawing us down to flood our whole bodies. So we breathe in and we feel our bodies pushing up. We breathe out and we let go and release, sitting in that bottom of the breath with our whole body, our whole being. Not struggling, but just yielding. Noticing any area of our body that's still pressing up. Just noticing and giving permission to just rest, to release, giving permission to sit in the pause. Breathing in life. Breathing in light. Breathing in love. We're going to move into another transition moment in our meditation. We're going to transition back to engaging with our day and with our thoughts. engaging with our bodies and our nervous systems. Very gently and very slowly as we exhale, inhale first, we're going to lift our shoulders up towards our ears. So inhale, lifting up. Lift the shoulders all the way up. And as we exhale, rolling the shoulders back, extending the chest. Breathing in, lifting the shoulders up. Rolling, rolling, rolling back. One more time, lifting the shoulders up, breathing in. Rolling back. Stretching, pulling that air in. Holding for a moment and then exhaling. Just letting it out, sitting in the bottom of the breath. Transitioning our awareness, our focus, allowing our thoughts to rise up again, engaging with the world around us and the world within. Taking a deep breath in. When we exhale, gently opening our eyes, coming back into the space and company of others. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.